Welcome back.
Mrs. Tyme.
It was time 3 years ago. You can't stay here. Eventually, the humans will force you to leave.
There are plenty of hiding places in these mountains. We will stay until my business is done. If you are not returning to us, what has brought you back?
Guess she told you.
If one of the Dalish becomes an abomination, what do you do?
If you are hoping the Dalish hold miracles, child, I'm afraid you will be disappointed.
Crap.
Even if the demon is driven out, the soul is left scarred. It can never recover, not truly. Like a wounded animal, it will fall prey to scavengers. The only cure is death.
Look at her looking down. Yeah.
Your first is going to summon a demon to get advice about her mirror. Did you really have to say it that way?
Yes.
I've already done everything in my power to stop this, and some things that were beyond my strength. I had rather hoped you might succeed where I failed.
No, she's an idiot.
To buy you time. Talk to her. Save her from this.
Oh, man.
I hate to say it, but my ancestors were not thinking clearly when they decided to bury people on top of a mountain.
That's the only thing that you can think of. Let's save this. Let's go. I mean, it's better that I go
I don't know why I'm bothering with this, but you do realize this is crazy, right?
Believe me, I noticed. If I had any other choices, I'd take them.
You do have a
You
choice.
choices. You always had choices. Stop using blood magic. Get rid of that damned mirror.
Oh, in that case, I'll head back to Kirkwall and throw it away. Right after you abandon the plight of the Circle of Mages.
Oh. My thinking about this is this. If she's gonna come up and do this on her own, actually what I probably should have done was let her go here on her own. Let the Dalish tell her yes or no, and if she turns into an abomination, then let the Dalish kill her. That's probably what I should have done. But I was thinking that to protect, you know, everyone in case she turns into an abomination, then, you know, I will do what she asks and strike her down. And I probably made a mistake with this. I probably should have said no. And my thing disappeared. Hang on. I live on that ability, so okay. It's one of my favorites. That and Scythe. Those two are my favorites. So yeah, I probably made a mistake here. Well, actually, she's made a mistake. Probably wasn't me. She's the one that wanted to come up here. And it's not like I'm gonna have to pay the price for whatever. I mean, it's her life. If she wants to lose it, becoming a demon, then fine. Lose it, coming to be. I mean, it is admirable that she did ask somebody to come with her to strike her down. I mean, it's not like she's got, you know, the ability to avoid temptation, because if she had the ability to avoid temptation, we wouldn't be doing this quest, would we? No. We wouldn't. So. But it does bring up an interesting point on how some people are so, for lack of another word,
I can't do that.
obsessed. I don't even know why I clicked on it. Obsessed with holding on to the past instead of moving on to the future. I mean, yes, they lost a lot of their history, and that's sad and everything, but there's so much more that, you know, that they can do to enhance their now and their future. Create new memories. Create, you know, new things that can be passed on throughout the generations instead of focusing on the past. So, reminds me of people that hold on to relationships that died a long time ago out of habit. You know, the one instance where this is gonna suck is if I strike, because here's my reasoning here, and I keep saying this. I stopped the bad ending by telling her no, I wouldn't help her in the beginning. So the bad ending where, spoiler, 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 she kills, oh, you have to kill the clan. I prevented that by saying no when she wanted the Uruhuhan or whatever the hell that was. So now I guess what's going to happen is she's going to turn into an abomination. I'm going to kill her, and then I'm going to be out one party member option at the end for the boss fight. Am I like in the right spot? According to the air, yeah, I'm in the right spot. Okay. So, I guess that's what's going to be facing me. Which is good that I didn't depend on her in the first place. You know, I usually use Anders, Fenris, and Varric. So, I'm praying she's not gonna have some super duper skill that I'll need it for the end boss fight, because if so, I'm...
Oh, my stomach is full of butterflies. Not literally, mind you. Calm down, Merrill. Deep breaths.
Oh, brother. Completely screwed myself. This also reminds me of people that are so insistent that they know what they're talking about when they're talking out of their ass. Sort of reminds me of, I normally don't talk about politics, but Donald Trump is getting on my nerves. I mean, out of all the stuff that he's done, why anybody would listen to him is beyond me. Pay him longer than 5 minutes worth of attention. But he's pressing this thing about Obama's birth certificate. And you know what's going to happen. Obama is eventually going to show this birth certificate. It's going to make Donald Trump look like an asshole. And he's going to end up coming up with something else. He preys on the stupid. I have never found anybody intelligent. I mean, back in the day before he did his bankruptcy strategies, I used to think that he was a viable business person to admire. But then when I saw his strategies, it's like, oh man, he just lucked out, you know? I mean, he ended up, I mean, he's filed bankruptcies, what, like 4 times?
How did you find this trapped demon?
He called out. From his prison. The Keeper and I heard him in our dreams.
A demon called to you, and you answered. Brilliant.
4 bankruptcies, and he's personally wealthy, but he screwed over banks to get there.
Sum up my life.
And he has no remorse about it either. He just is, if there's a loophole, he's just gonna take it. So the thought of him being president is laughable to me. I could see him saying, yes, we can't pay you your income tax refunds because the government is broke. It's not personal, it's just business. You know, that's a saying. And let's not forget the time, well, this goes way back. He took out some ads to have a, oh hell. These kids were accused of murder, rape or murder, something like that. Recalling on memory here. And they didn't do it. But he called for them to have the death penalty, and he wouldn't apologize. Oh, God. He's just like the lowest of the low. Okay, here we are in front of the statue. And for the record, there's nobody politically that I just love or believe in 100% and I follow 100%. People are people and nobody's perfect. But here it is. When it gets to a point where I don't like where the government is going, I'll leave that place before I expect it to change to suit what I want.
Something is wrong.
Of course, there's always something wrong.
But now it feels empty.
Oh no. No, 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 no.
Who bound this demon here and why?
Oh, shit.
There was a war long ago.
I fucked up.
Between my people and the Tevinter Imperium. After the Magisters sank Arlathan, my people made a last stand here, fighting on the graves of our elders.
Oh, I messed
I've
up
heard of
royally.
this. A final vengeful strike. They unleashed chaos upon this mountain to
And
teach our
Fenris is
people that
invisible.
resistance was futile.
I don't
Just
know
note
if
that
it was
he's
the
invisible.
Elvenan or Tevinter who bound the spirit, but he was left here from the war.
Maybe it freed itself?
It would have taken powerful magic to break him free of this prison.
Oh, I really messed
You
up.
couldn't just set him loose. Nobody could.
I did
without
not
doing
want this
something
ending.
terrible. This is very wrong.
Ugh.
We're done then. Let's get back to Kirkwall.
No, you don't understand. He couldn't leave this place. Something dreadful had to happen for this cave to be empty.
Why happened?
Keeper, what have you done?
The demon's plan was always for you to complete the mirror. It would have been a doorway out of this prison and into our world.
You could have just told her that, you know.
Would have been his first victim. I couldn't let that happen, Dalen.
You stopped it. You saved Merrill.
Yeah, she
Not-
did.
The demon is still here. I couldn't fight it in the Fade while it was trapped. And I couldn't banish it without making it stronger. So, I made myself its prison. Kill me, and it dies too.
Yep.
Merrill will finally be safe.
No! You can't ask that. I won't do this.
You always knew your blood magic had a price, Darlene. I have chosen to pay it for you. Daughter,
This ought to teach people a lesson, but I doubt it.
May the
Hang on, I'm almost at that point. Hold on a minute.
Trying to rebuild